Welcome back, dear viewers. This is Hudson Gray. Today, we're diving into some of the most bizarre, unnerving, and chilling alien abduction stories reported across North America. From the mysterious to the terrifying, let's explore the top 10 alien abductions that have left people wondering, are we really alone? Let's get started with number 10. Case number 10. The Betty and Barney Hill Abduction, 1961. Our journey starts with what is probably the most famous abduction story in the United States, the case of Betty and Barney Hill. In 1961, the Hills were driving home from a vacation in Canada when they experienced something that would change their lives. They claimed to see a UFO and then experienced missing time. Under hypnosis, they recalled being taken aboard a craft by gray aliens, subjected to physical examinations, and shown a map of alien star systems. This case is considered the template for future abduction reports, and its details continue to fascinate UFO researchers to this day. Case number 9. The Pascagoula Abduction, 1973. In October 1973, Charles Hickson and Calvin Parker were fishing on the Pascagoula River in Mississippi when they encountered a glowing object. The two men claimed they were paralyzed and taken aboard a spacecraft by strange robotic creatures. They described being examined by alien beings and were released after a short period. What's striking about this case is that Hickson passed several polygraph tests, and there were multiple UFO sightings reported in the area at the same time, lending some credibility to their story. Case number 8. The Travis Walton Abduction, 1975. Travis Walton's abduction is one of the most well-documented cases. Walton was working as a logger in Arizona when he and his crew saw a strange craft in the forest. Curious, Travis got too close and was allegedly struck by a beam of light. His co-workers fled, thinking he was dead. Walton was missing for 5 days before reappearing, claiming to have been taken aboard a spaceship. He recounted his experience of being examined by small, gray aliens. His case gained widespread media attention and inspired the movie Fire in the Sky. Case number 7. The Allagash Waterway Abduction, 1976. Next up is the Allagash Waterway incident involving 4 men on a camping trip in Maine. While out canoeing, they noticed a bright light following them. After they returned to shore, they couldn't account for several hours of time. Under hypnosis, all 4 men recalled being taken aboard a UFO and subjected to medical examinations. The consistency of their recollections, combined with their shared experiences, makes this case particularly compelling. Case number 6. The Whitley Strieber Encounter, 1985. Whitley Strieber's story stands out because he wasn't just an ordinary person, he was a best-selling author at the time. In his book Communion, Strieber described being abducted by visitors from his upstate New York cabin. He claimed that various beings, most notably the famous gray aliens, performed medical procedures on him. His case became famous not only because of his detailed account, but also due to the philosophical questions he raised about the nature of alien contact. We're halfway through our list of the most unsettling alien abduction stories in North America. Now it's time to dive even deeper into the unknown as we uncover 5 more cases that are sure to give you goosebumps. Let's continue with number 5. Case number 5. The Linda Cortile Abduction, 1989. Imagine being abducted in the middle of New York City with multiple witnesses watching in horror. That's exactly what Linda Cortile claims happened to her. In 1989, Cortile reported being taken from her Manhattan apartment by aliens while 3 witnesses, including a United Nations diplomat, watched her float out of her window and into a UFO. This case garnered attention because of the high-profile witnesses, though skeptics have also pointed out inconsistencies in the accounts. Case number 4. The Manzano Base Abduction, 1980. In 1980, a retired Air Force Sergeant, Richard Doty, claimed to have had knowledge of an alien abduction at the Manzano nuclear weapons storage facility in New Mexico. Doty has been a controversial figure in the UFO community, but the case involves the alleged disappearance and recovery of an abducted woman from the base. The details are murky, but the involvement of military personnel makes this case stand out. Case number 3. The Kirsan Ilyumzhinov Abduction, 1997. Here's a case with an unusual twist. Kirsan Ilyumzhinov, the former president of the Republic of Kalmykia in Russia, claims to have been abducted by aliens in 1997. He described being taken aboard a spacecraft and meeting extraterrestrial beings, who even showed him scenes of Earth's future. Ilyumzhinov's high-profile status adds an interesting dimension to this already bizarre story. Case number 2. The Rendlesham Forest Incident, 1980. Often referred to as Britain's Roswell, the Rendlesham Forest Incident involved U.S. Air Force personnel witnessing strange lights in the forest near a military base. Some of these personnel later reported having missing time and strange encounters with alien beings. The details surrounding the incident have remained controversial and are hotly debated among ufologists and skeptics alike. Case number 1. The Kelly Cahill Abduction, 1993. And finally, we have the Kelly Cahill abduction case. In 1993, Kelly was driving home from a friend's house in Australia when she encountered a UFO. Cahill described seeing strange beings and experiencing a loss of time, later recalling being taken aboard a craft for examination. The details of her story are vivid and unsettling, and she remains one of the more credible witnesses in the realm of abduction accounts. Yet, it's the disturbing details that truly haunt us. Cahill described the entities as towering, thin humanoids with pitch-black skin and large, glowing red eyes that seemed to pierce right through her. These beings were devoid of emotion, standing in a field, surrounded by a strange, humming light. Cahill remembered being rendered completely immobile, unable to resist as they carried her aboard their craft. Once inside, she was subjected to cold, invasive procedures involving sharp instruments and an overwhelming sense of dread. She recalled an agonizing pressure in her abdomen, as if the beings were conducting some kind of medical experiment. When she was returned, she found herself marked with a strange triangular scar near her navel and deep bruising on her body. But what terrified her the most were the others she remembered seeing on the ship. Ordinary people, dazed and in a trance-like state, enduring the same horrifying ordeal. That concludes our exploration of the top 10 alien abduction cases in North America. Each of these stories leaves us with more questions than answers, and reminds us that the universe is full of mysteries waiting to be uncovered. I'm Hudson Gray. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive. Please like and subscribe for more exciting videos about the unknown. Cheers, everyone!